of Secrets, Spiders, and the End of the World by Craig Froman. 19 secrets, 19 stones, 19 branches, 19 bones, untold wonders in a day, breathing deep under stone and clay. Riddle 1. A voice as soft as a candle flame seems sweet and like a kitten tame, but echoes twist like a phantom bends when softly spoken on the winds. The soil and stone of the dry riverbed was rather warm on that March morning when a small human hand forced its way up through the dirt, and behind the hand arose an arm, and then a face pressed through the soil, mouth gasping for air. The body of a young boy could be seen, awakening as it were in the dust. His eyes squinted at the sun, seemingly horrified at its light, as he pulled himself out of this barren hole. It would not be long before this boy of the earth would wander from the thick forest surrounding the run of this river, and be discovered by a man and woman named Always, who tended the soil on the edge of the trees. All they would learn of this boy's past was that he was a child of 10 summers, unable to read, fleeing some painful past, and hopeful that they might take him in and care for him. And that they did. He lived a very ordinary life with them on their farmhouse until this adoptive mother and father eventually died and were buried in the soil from whence the boy had crawled. The boy from under the earth became a man tending the soil above it, inheriting the land of his parents, keeping his secrets always safe, forever buried, or so it would seem. These words that follow might be seen as a series of secrets, some smaller than a single strand of spider silk, and others perhaps so big that they could ensnare the whole world. The initial event that began unraveling the deeply buried secrets of the Always family came on a day in summer with the arrival of a rather ordinary-looking letter. It was crawling with dust from the countryside's home, smelling slightly of lavender. Young Chelsea Always limped to the mailbox to retrieve this letter, fingering the dust ever so lightly with her small hands. Chelsea limped because she had always known a constant pain in her right leg, twisted slightly outward since her birth, and it was this leg that she had to drag along as she walked. Sometimes the pain was like a small needle poking her, and other times like a jagged knife, but it was endless. She kept the pain even from her own family, preferring no special treatment, and certainly no pity. One would call her rather large for a ladybug, perhaps, but somewhat small for a girl of 12 summers. And it was not that most people treated this small girl unkindly. No, it was much worse, for they treated her as if she were invisible, never looking her way, or speaking to her, or commenting on how nice her hair looked, or how smart she was. Now it had always been good to get a letter from her Nana, whose hair was frosted silver and white. Surely there would be a small bit of money and clothes for Chelsea and her younger brother Andrew, and the words were always like ice cream covered with chocolate syrup, better on better. But these words, on that day, seemed strange and dark, flavored more with sour adult expressions and riddles, and not even a dime. My precious family, please come to see your grandfather and me as soon as you are able. It has been said that a fly caught in a web learns a valuable secret that it can never share. And there is a secret we feel must be shared. Please do not delay. The past is like your shadow. It follows you wherever you go. Again, come as quickly as you can. With all my love, Nana Always. Startled by the urgency of the letter, their small blue car that was patched with white frosted smudges was packed by the next morning for their short 19-mile journey. Traveling out of the gray city into the rainbow countryside, you could see the last bits of summer fog, lumbering off like a tired dragon under the trees, and above the gentle hum of the engine, you could hear that persistent coughing of Andrew, something the city had taught him.